All right, let's try this again. That's again. Yeah. Oh, don't want. Hey, do you remember me? And the girl is on your stall. I don't want it back, please. You can keep it. Right, sure. Via my gamepads. Yes, please. Via my game. Ah, beautiful. What? Excuse me. Yeah, game serve. So come over here. Okay. Yeah, all right. What's my frame rate on this? Are they taking away frame rates? All right, close enough. And then do I want to do... I mean, I could if I wanted to. It was just take 3 business days apart. So with everything on this laptop, and I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, whatever. How many times I press this button? I feel like Berkeley. Okay. That should be flowing a little bit. That should get me flowing a little bit. All right. All right, so in short, friend of mine, Magix, is like, hey, I beat your time. So I'm like, okay, I beat your time. And then he said, okay, well, I beat your time back. And I'm like, well, I just beat you again. And he's like, oh, it's on. I'm like, oh, okay, it's on now, I guess. Now I'm trying to beat him in a minivan. This is not as goes, by the way, because I'm still up by like 0.3. We're just gonna do this for a couple hours. Why the hell not? Yeah, but basically, this doesn't really get interesting until like... This doesn't really get interesting until like the 2 minute, so like we're about a minute and a half in, when you actually have a technical turn, which it's like, basically that's when you need to learn to respect the car, otherwise it will flag your time. So it does take a while. It's long enough for me to tell Carrie 21 that I'm in her walls. gods. So here we go. Okay. Yep. It was right there. That right there. This is like the one problem section. And you have to wait like 2 fucking minutes before you find out whether or not your time works. It's very frustrating. So now my time is flagged. It's not going to count. So I either have to quit out and restart, or I have to drive around this whole thing to start another lap. Start another lap and just... I basically have to drive clean for the rest of the lap. Otherwise, my next lap may get flagged again, which is totally so much fun and fair. Traction control is so much. I'm probably gonna go back to the Koenigsegg. Could be told. Oh wait. That a little smaller. Yeah, I was logging up the times. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the time I was supposed to take right-hand side. Yeah, that should be about it. That time is already flagged, so I'm just vibing. I gotta just full speed this. That is incredibly silly. I don't think I can full speed in either the Avija or the I've also been messing with there's a certain Koenigsegg that can also keep get a decent speed. Getting close to getting auto world record, which is really funny. Yeah, what a skill change. So skillful for just driving in a straight line. Gonna give this like one more lap. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one more lap in this thing. Try to get like a fast, clean time, and then probably gonna go back to Koenigsegg. Yeah, I want like this. Yeah, so if I can get a sub 514, that's gonna be my goal here. But something tells me that because like this Lotus is so much better in the sharp corners in the city. This thing is pretty damn well glued to the ground for the rest of it, for the rest of it. But there's still like a small handful of corners in the city that that really make this not great. That really kind of puts them behind. So this person, this is not my friend who am I racing against, because I already beat him. This is the ghost of the person directly ahead of me. Yeah, the person ahead of me, and they're 1/10 ahead. And I flagged it. And this is what I fucking hate about both Rivals and this specific course. I have to wait 2.5 minutes before I get to the problem spot. So I just flagged again. So now it's the same issue. Like I have to drive around, spend 4 minutes just driving around the course, knowing it's not going to amount to anything. Like knowing that it's not going to amount. Oh wait, what? Is my camera not? Oh right. Hey. I just looked at my camera and like, why? But then I realized, oh right. Alright, where's Rob? Here.
Change your mind from sleepless nights. Was I part of your design? Push me till I broke alone. No one heard my heart explode. It's a suicide dive, just knew when you die and question everything you know. Setting fire to the life.
Okay, hang on. I just realized I've just been holding pretty darn still. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I might just restart. It's like calibrate. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart while we're done. Maybe. Now let me salvage this. You. Yeah, I'm just gonna reload the scene. Yeah. Because one thing I found is I've quickly lost a lot of patience for Rivals. If the game is going to be this so finicky, or not finicky, it is so sensitive to Rivals flagging. It's incredibly cracked. All right. The only other time I can think of would be like, actually, before I forget, cars. Let me do this. I know the meta right now. It's a kind of a toss-up between the Lotus Evija and the Wuling Sunshine. I cannot get the Sunshine to work, so I'm gonna try a different tune. But before I do that, yeah, this I don't know 287, but like. I'm gonna run this one real quick. Okay. And then I don't want to go back to the Koenigsegg. I want to give this one more try. Gonna use. Spreadsheet here. Oh, look at this 270, but slick rear wheel drive. Let's say a no on that. Okay. Yeah, in that case, yeah. Unexecutives. Yeah, so here's kind of the gist on this. Here's kind of where we stand. I'm 22nd world. Oh, Cameron is and else. How is he? I don't know how some of these people are sending it. I have like the patience to send it. Yeah, that's kind of what it's pointing to, but there's a different car I've been having fun with. That's the Gamera. Oh, right. I'll do a run with Dragon for one. Look at that. I'm more likely to be at my top end. I get 287. I've been able to go to 289. So just on these sections alone, I'm getting a pretty sizable, getting a pretty noticeable lead here. I wanna die. Look at that, get up to 85, 87, 88, 89. Can I do 290? That's like a mile downhill. No, I oversteered that. All right, let me practice that. That would have flagged. But Timmy, you didn't hit anything. The game said I did, therefore I did. No. I think this corner is definitely going to be the death of me. There we go. I gotta do that. I think it's. I don't even have to brake. I don't have to brake. I just like coming up here, like coming on that uphill. I just need to let off the gas here. Okay, that's what's gonna kill me. My back end is gonna whip out and hit. Just, of course, it's gonna be the very end of the corner, and having any other. Like I get so shaky here. It's like my hands keep locking up and prevent me from actually steering it because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit something. Oh, and that was the issue that got me flagged initially. Okay, cool. Okay, I habitually instinctively tapped right, which screwed up my entire project. You have to do this perfect, which is very annoying. No. Okay, now I can't even do this right. Why, man? Why? Okay, well, that was a death sentence right there. This is what pisses me. Why do I have to wait like 2.5 minutes to figure out whether or not I'm gonna do this? Because it seems like I'm spending more time driving to the place and failing than I am actually like racing. Like, brother. There we go. Yeah, that's... Okay, and then I'm immediate. Yeah, so I've got to spend 20 tries getting past the S-bend only to then understeer and hit that. Even going 220? Are you joking? Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, so even though I touched literally nothing there, I still would have gotten flagged. Like, this is so ridiculous. Okay, that's something I'm gonna have to be mindful of. Yeah, I can't just full send around quarters like I did, like an Avija. Now, if this turn is also a concern, can I full speed this? No, I cannot. I can still keep 260, which is actually pretty good. This is so silly. I'm just slowly creeping up. Because... Oh, I want to take outside. I'm predicting he's probably gonna like he's gonna pass me back. This ghost is probably gonna catch me back here because he's gonna keep just that much more speed. Or not. I held 284 on that? Are you joking? Yeah, my goal here is if I could get a sub 14, then I'll be good. Yeah, so this car does a better job at keeping speed under these larger bends, which I think is what the Lotus kind of struggles in a little. Got a sub 514. All right. Got a 513.8. Now I just need to do that again, but not hit the wall. I've been noticing that a little. Rainbow vomit on the roads. Hey, Forza, can you please help me for my knowledge test on Tuesday so you can get my learner's permit? Go the speed limit. That should get you most of the way there. The knowledge test as opposed to the driver's test that comes within a year after. Wait, are you actually getting your permit? This isn't just a bit. All right, moment of truth. I spent 5 freaking minutes on this part. All right. I lost a little bit of speed, but honestly, that's okay. There we go. All right. That's fine. Nope. Installing for years. Let expire due to... okay. I sincerely apologize. I thought you were just doing it as a bit. Yeah, if you were... you're doing that as a bit. If you're actually trying to get your permit, I know what... Because the knowledge tests are usually fairly lenient. I would say probably look around, depending on your state. They may have like a kind of like a little bit of like a studies guide, like a study guide almost. Because that's what I did. That's okay. Okay, now I got to drive around. Round we go. Got to drive around this course for 2 minutes, knowing that this time is not going to count, and I have to wait a whole 5.5 minutes before I get to try again. Isn't this such a wonderful system? But yeah, so I mean your state's DMV or the transportation department may have like a learner's like a study guide specifically for the knowledge test. So I'd look for that. Anybody have one? How many feet away should you turn? Wait, how many feet away should you turn on your lights? Oh, it's turn on your... It's should you turn your lights on in foggy conditions? That question doesn't even make sense. Oh, of course. I'm gonna go on streamer bowling to me. I remember a friend of mine who is in a different state basically failed her driving. She was pissed that she failed her learner's permit, her knowledge test, because there is a very maliciously worded question. So it's like, okay, so which side should you pass? If you wish to pass a vehicle, which lane should you? Or like how do you pass a vehicle if you want to pass them, right? Do you pass them on the left or the right? And since we drive on the right hand side of the road, we switch to the left. Passing lane is always on the left, so she said left. She got that question wrong, and the proctor or whoever running the DMV says like, yeah, because the vehicle is on your right when you pass them, so you should have answered the right. Yeah, you pass on the right because the vehicle is on the right. Like, what the fuck are you smoking? All right, here we go again. Let's figure out whether or not the slap counts. There we go. All right. Whoa, that's a little bit of oversteer. Jesus. Are you... Why? I even have traction control on, man. I'm surprised to see you on early. Oh, hi, Apple. Hi for the salt. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I should have quit. No, it's sorry. I'm pissed. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've been going on this track for a couple hours off stream. Oh, gods. Oh, I got no money off of that, really? Okay. Hi, yeah, I'm doing an early stream just for, because I'm doing a friendly rivalry with, doing a friendly rivalry with a friend of mine. Oh, gods. Actually, oh, that actually made me choke. That's what I get. Have some bad news. Oh, gods. You're breaking up with me? Had to pause all your subs? Oh, okay. Sorry, that was a lot funnier in my head, but had to pause all your subs. I totally understand. Subscriptions or any type of financial... I know you probably heard this a billion times before. Subscriptions or financial info... Or, sorry, financial commitment is under no circumstances an expectation. So... Yeah, I mean, it is always appreciated, but yeah, like you need to, yeah, you got to put. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your employment situation, because I'm not quite in that same situation yet, but it is like, yeah, well, you deserve a heads up. No, it's more like work has slowed down a lot, and my boss said, "Oh, you shouldn't have to worry. You shouldn't have to worry about anything." But he also said that to a handful of people that basically just got laid off. So it's like, yeah. Oh yeah, that's my horn. That's my horn. Do they have custom horns? Yeah. So anything from like traditional sounding horns to music to sound effects to human-made sound effects. There's one, and there's also a wololo sound effect, which I find really funny. It's very nice. And fun fact, if you're racing against a ghost, you can hear when they activate the horn. So, but yeah, so everyone not super familiar with Forza. So this is the for coming in. I'm grinding Rivals Time as kind of a friendly rivalry between myself and another one of my streamer mutuals. So Rivals is basically like ranked time trials, and the thing is about Rivals is they enforce clean laps, so no collisions, no rewind, no resetting car positions. So if you hit a wall, then your time is flagged, and it effectively doesn't count. So this course is like a sick, or really more like almost like over a 5-minute lap going. I'm going 280 miles an hour, and it expects you to take get really technical here, and here for zero reason. So, and it's like halfway through the course. So what winds up happening is I have to spend 2 to 2.5 minutes racing on this highway. Don't worry about the highway. Don't worry about that. Only for me to slightly mess up in my 1,000 plus horsepower car to become magnetically trying to get through the corner as fast as I can without screwing up, only for me to apply like an extra 1% more power or throttle than I need to, which causes the back of my car to become magnetically attracted to the wall, which invalidates the flag. So my only two options are to either quit the race and start over and spend another 2 minutes only to repeat the process, or I have to race around the rest of the course and try again, both of which take a lot of time. It's like, some of you may remember, I did this a lot in Horizon 5. I have over like probably 600 different times now on that, where I went under the same system. But in Horizon 6, the kind of whatever system that determines what counts as a flag time is like way more sensitive. Like way more sensitive. So like these sections are like genuinely like scary. So now right here, right here I didn't flag because I was playing a super duper safe, so now I lost a lot of time. So now I'm starting to get a little bit more shaky for the rest of this run, hoping that I do everything absolutely perfectly so I don't lose as much time, only for me to make a mistake and screw up anyway. So it's right here. Yeah, and I almost made the same damn mistake again. There we go. So now this ghost up here. Now I'm like woefully behind. But my car has slightly higher top speed. So I just need to... Okay, so I know I can't full speed this. I just need to let off the throttle a little bit. I tapped the brake for good measure. I kept 255, which is fine. Okay. Now it's just a matter of micromanaging, which is the micro adjustments to my steering and racing fundamentals. I actually almost flagged there. Believe it or not. Yeah, it is so much of like you get close and you flag. It is very silly. Let me unwind with some vinyl decorating. If you guys really wanted to, we could either take a look at my estate or my garage and we can like customize it. But Abigail, hello. In fact, see, look at that. Like, by keeping lines, like my top end is just so, just ever so slightly catching up. Now we go again. So it's literally just those handful of turns. All right, Kev, how's my overlay looking this time? Is it too cluttered? Yeah, my input display is back. You're winning it. I am technically already winning. Here, let me show you. Open image link. So I'm really going up against, so here's the, okay, here's what I got. So I'm going up against my friend Black Magic. Shout out to Black Magics. In which we're going back and forth. This is global leaderboards. I'm top 25. And after Sheet of Times, he may as well be top 25. And something Payday 2, something minimalistic HUD. I did a single heist with minimalist HUD. And it was probably one of the trippiest experiences I've ever had in that game. But yeah, so we're both in similar cars. First class, even shows drivetrain now, which is awesome. Actually, similar assists. And I am leading, and this was as of about an hour ago. I'm leading by 0.3 seconds, roughly. And I'm fucked. Play 420 Blaze 2. Play that on max mean that there's hardly any screen. I know that as a donation incentive for a charity stream, honestly. All right, let's see. Where was I? Right. So we're doing this shit. And now I'm racing up against basically the next best ghost, which is like which I believe is like roughly 0.1, 0.2 ahead of me now. So because I believe I can get that time down lower, and I want to use a ghost that's slightly faster than me as reference. Okay. Got a little bit of torque through there. See what I mean? What did I hit? I just drove through my rear view mirror just randomly flew off. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. See, I would have flagged it. Like, that would not have flagged in 5. Now I'm just gonna drill this corner for a bit and then see what I need. Gonna practice this section while I'm here and then restart. You have a choice? Yes, I do have a choice in vehicles. But right now, since we are flirting with the world record at this point, and there are only so many cars that are viable, or so many cars that like can compete with that. Gods. Yeah, so I'm in a Koenigsegg. Yeah, so notice like I'm in a Koenigsegg. They're in so the main meta right now is either that was the Lotus Evija, it was Evija, or the Wuling or the Wuling Sunshine. I know I can get a good time on this. Yeah, or this son of a bitch. Which is so ridiculous. Oh no. Oh, it's Balthazar, thank God. Okay. Did I set a rival on this time? Rival on first? No, I didn't. Okay. Land Cruiser, let's go. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm giving up on the Wuling, so I'm just gonna... But yeah, the only restriction to vehicles is it has to be R class. So it's 901 through 998. So these are the cards I have. And actually, I'm curious. What's the speed on this car again? I might try the Ultima. Actually, I might try the Ultima here. Hold on. Outrageous. C75. Yeah, it's gonna get me absolutely wrecked in the straights. Yeah, so this is the car I'm using, technically the Koenigsegg Chimera. And something, I'm not sure. There's something about this that suggests that this is not a legitimate time. I don't know. There's something about it that yeah, but yeah, it's either Lotus Evija or the Wuling Sunshine are kind of the two cars. I don't know how people are getting away with the Sunshine. Yeah, there's a Chimera, there's an all-wheel drive. I can view the profile and try to report basically their Xbox profile. Suspicious leaderboard entry, sure. But yeah, that's kind of one of the criticisms for Forza, is that there's a lot of cheating as well as a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct. So like a lot of ramming. So like a lot of ramming and shit, and there's not an easy way to report it. So you have to, so you have to like go onto their forums and then go onto the Forza's like support site and then report them manually. Which does require some type of video. So either video or like the video evidence or like a screenshot. So like if you wanted to report someone, then you have to have already been like recording. So like hope you have Shadowplay on, and then have to take time out of your day to basically report them manually, which is not really. Yeah, that being said, I have done it once. I have done it once, and it did work. I did hear back that they allegedly did take the necessary action. I'm tempted to try this one. Tune max speed.
And now, a massive sentient energy spike in your area. I advise you to be careful.
Art with the raid, thank you. How was your how'd your map turn out? I did see you were indeed doing a thing. You're doing a thing with a map. How did that turn out for you, man? Spawn enemies on it and they walk around. Big W. Speed off-road? Spire. Yeah, I'm gonna look at some things. Oh wait, hang on. For like the first hour, they started with brute force. People with experience showed up. Oh, honestly, I honestly love it when the community comes together like that. I remember when I was making my first Clone Hero chart, just so happened to have a couple people from like the charting community that from like the Rivals community came in. Or sorry, yeah, when I was charting Clone Hero, people from the charting community were coming. I was like, hey, like, did you get the audio? Like, did you get your audio from a good place? Like, yeah, I got it. Like basic studio recording. I got it. Like, I didn't download it from YouTube or anything with a shitty converter. Okay, cool. Tempo mapped? Yep. Yeah, everything's tempo mapped. All right, cool. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty all right. I'm like, awesome. So yeah, but it sounds like you're making some really good progress, which is super awesome. So but yes, everyone coming in that doesn't know me, hello, I'm Timmy. I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of sweating, a lot of racing, a lot of shooting, a lot of grinding. Main games on our rotation right now it's like a little bit of Payday, but right now it's Forza, Warframe, Final Fantasy 14. And that's to just smash a bunch of giant rocks together and make a floor. That's fucking huge. Yeah. This stream was the Hello Kitty Island Adventure stream. Oh. Honestly, it's kind of flat currently. I enjoyed that, like, big hill and Bomb Forest. Bomb Forest Enjoyer, love it. I hate how these are like both good, but they're also S2. How is this? Didn't want to make it a hilly forest map. Super dense. Isn't like foliage kind of like some leaderboards. This is like a ranked time trial, or what's like a 5-minute track. It's like the second longest track in this game, and it's very long, and I don't like it. Which is why we're banging our heads against the wall with this. It's faster off the line. Yeah, grip my ass! See how far. Yeah. Okay. I'll try a run with this, but I do not have high hopes for this. Holy crap. This is a random tune I'm trying. Gotta work on stuff. Alright. Appreciate you. Appreciate the lurk. Best of luck on whatever you're doing. For a second, I thought I was gonna understeer and hit the ball. intentionally making the game look like crap for to keep my frames high. 200 plus frames per second. It's great. Yeah, this is awful. Because I can usually get around 285, but I can hit like 290 on this. Actually, it's nice. I'll just do a test lap, why not? But if I can hit like, consistently hit 290 and then climb on some of these more straight areas, like, I lost all that. I was down to bloody like 220. They're just blasting it. Oh, Nürburgring, yeah. Nürburgring. Break out there's bone in the oven, nice. Like this map. No, this is the Colossus. So this is basically a loop around the game's highway system. So it's supposed to be rather open. Except for this one section in the middle, because... Yeah. Yeah. But it's popular because it really allows your cars to open up and the unfortunate reality is most players enjoy something is that most players enjoy being able to get their cars at top speed, so this has become, I'm starting to suspect this to be a fan favorite here. There are far more technical courses, but this is the course my friend and I decided to hash stuff out on. I literally cannot control this. Like, this thing does not steer. Like, 404. Like, turning radius not found. Like, oh my gods. Like, I'm not even gonna finish a lap, dude. I'm not even gonna finish a lap. Oh my god, that sucks. Oh man, all right, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay. So the funny acceleration, I'll try Dusts. Why not? This one can also hit. Okay, hang on. This has a little bit more, a little slippy. Huh. Okay. I'm basically just experimenting with tunes at this point. Yeah, there are more technical and more interesting courses, but yeah. Oh, gods. All right, Dust, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you to allow this car to turn at more than 10 miles an hour. I've been using Green to Dust tunes literally for like a while, like since whenever the hell Horizon 4 came out. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't like lock up. Now, can I full speed this? Almost. Doesn't really bode well for the rest of this, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a single lap. Right up back up to 280 to catch up, 290. Sorry, 280 to break even, 290 we're starting to catch up. Okay. This might work, but I do need to be careful about my lines. Like that. All right, let's see what times I can actually get. Because if it turns out that this section coming up here is like, if it's not competitive, then it's like whatever. But it, I'm leaving an EV in the dust. Are you kidding me? Yeah, look how far behind I am from this. Holy shit. Yeah, so that's not, at this point my lap is flagged. So like I'm just using this as a practice lap just to see how far yeah, I'm like way behind now because I have to spend all that time. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Can I even full speed this? Oh my gosh, I don't. Are you real? Is this for real? The problem is, like, I can hit fucking 285. I can hit 285 and still keep so much more grip. So being able to get to like 295, that extra 10 miles an hour, that's not going to do me much if I have to forfeit way more speed for even the slighter turns. Yeah, no, this ain't it. This ain't it. Oh my gosh. I think there is a universe we can squeeze a little more top end out without rip all-wheel drive. Yeah, no. Colossus rivals.
Get it while it's hot.
Try this again. I do have a concern that I'm gonna look at that. Look at that time to see magic this time show up, because that's he's not. Oh, he's AFK. All right, he's not even here. Yo, what's my starting speed is? About 260, alright. Alright, I have a bit more faith in this one. I'm not sure how much faith I should have in someone whose username is the Prolapsed, but alright, can I full speed this? This is probably gonna be my last test. Almost. Okay. I think I screwed that up. Okay, it's not as forgiving, but it's still way better than past two all-wheel drive tunes I tried. So yeah, so eventually this has got to turn it. I have a feeling that like I think people are flocking to the Avija and the Wuling because they were more easily accessible and can still put up some really good, keep a lot of grip while still having a lot of time. But I think eventually this Gamera, yeah, Gamera might also be in the running for yeah, might also be in the running for stuff like I don't think Goliath, but we're probably with Colossus here, plus more people get access to it. If I can keep up with this, I can because I'm just outrunning this Avija, so now, yeah, and I can still somewhat keep grip. I love my life. Okay. If this was just a sprint, then this would be a completely different story, but no, we have to Yeah, so probably getting down to about 200 for that last turn, because that's going to be probably the scariest turn of all. If I am on pace, because, you know, reasons. Like I said, yeah, I'm getting an extra, like, realistically, I can get an extra 10, 50 miles an hour on. Okay. That should be good. That should be fine. As long as I can somewhat survive. As long as I don't have to completely baby this car through the city, like I've had with other cars, then like we are super, and we are like, then I have high hopes for this car. I have high hopes. So realistically, like what, a 514? If I'm trying to beat a 514, I can get a sub 514, maybe a 512. I might be able to get a 512 something. Yeah, there we go. There's 300. That's 300 miles an hour. This is not Imperial. Sorry, this is not metric. This is the Imperial. I'm hitting 302. This is completely unfair. Getting traction control in Gear 3. Incredible. All right, cool. This is where they kind of get to catch up to me, because it probably went down to probably 230, 240. And then I'm right back up. No. Okay. I was not prepared. Wait, can I just not full speed this? Oh, please tell me I can full speed this. Surely I should be able to, right? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Good. Now it's just a matter of kind of cruising. That's not good. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let me back up a little bit more. I'm now starting to see why this car might not be viable. Now the question is, can I catch up? And if so, can I make these turns consistently? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Ah, this is sad. Should be good. There it is. Yeah, I'm just drilling this at this point. I don't know why I'm doing that. Actually, let me be on the outside. I'm actually going to need it. That would have flagged. The last 30 seconds of the race, I start creeping up. Okay, so I don't have a line here. I don't have a racing line here. Oh no. No, wait. That's the main thing I'm fearing right there. That is the main thing I'm fearing right there. Is if I overshoot and hit that, then I basically invalidated the entire time right there, right before the finish line. And if I didn't have rewind on, that would have caused me to either quit or drive an entire lap around. That basically would have preemptively flagged the time. It's not good. Yeah, not good. Appreciate the look, Al. Who's ready? Nice. Enjoy. I leave for the first 2 minutes. Then I have to basically baby my car through this, which is the main thing else. No! Damn it. Let's see how this game of catch-up pans out. I might just use a regular tune that will actually allows me to take those turns. All right. Yeah, I think the amount of slowdowns I'm sustaining is a little too much for this. I appreciate the concept, though, of, like, just really challenging kind of your fundamentals, but this just ain't it. I was way ahead last time. I think I was ahead at this point. I'll give this one more try. I'll give this one more lap, and then we'll go back to the other tune, and then see if we can get a sub 14. I do appreciate the funny, the all-wheel drive tunes. They have a way more power, like. Yeah, because I know with that Lotus, you could take that at like 230 easily. Yeah, you can also take those turns. Yeah, like there's just a lot more. There's just a lot more grip at these higher speeds. Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please no. Okay, thank you. Okay, see if I can not screw up this turn again. There we go. And let's make us lost ground, shall we? All right. Not doing that. I'm not going to spend several minutes figuring out what that would have been if I know that it's not consistent. But did I actually PB off of that? If I PB'd an extra 0.2, that would have been funny. Like a 288. That's just a drag tune. Should I max on my master? I could have been getting way more skill score this entire time. I got Whisper. Is okay, 0.91, which means yeah. I kind of want to set a 512. I feel like I have the capacity to set a 512. I just really need to like lock in, you know? There's Cameron. Or wherever the ghost name is. Okay, so now I can actually, like, for example, this racing line is supposed to be like telling me when I should be slowing down or braking or just letting off the throttle, that's not even showing up for me anymore. And I'm just slowly but surely eking out over him. I could take that full speed, keeping 280. Yeah, so now this becomes an actual test of fundamentals because it's like, okay, racing lines. How much can you commit to the inside like that? Stuff like that, that's actually gonna... Okay. I just gotta start over on that. I just went from like 280 to 240. I'm not... I think the rule of thumb, the advice that the rule of thumb I keep giving myself is like, try to stay on the... If I could stay on like the most inside lane, I want to be flashy and try to like go right on the inside. It'd be like mere inches, but I know that that's going to result in me doing that. So I'd rather want consistency. An extra 10% from that, but also the multiplier goes up to 7 now. See how much I'm speeding on getting off this. 263. All right. Slight disadvantage on the start, but slowly edging away. Staying glued to 270. Get to 285, 86, 87. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I'll be fine. It's not a sprint. It may as well be a sprint, but still. So you can kind of look in the... Oh, wait, no, kind of looking at the... my minimap, see how far ahead I am. Well, it's a circuit. It's technically a circuit, but the point is that like this is it's longer than most of the other courses in this game, so I can't like be balls to the wall lest I... It's a circuit built like a sprint. In a way, kind of. The point is that like I'm only trying for one lap. This isn't like a 3-lap. This isn't like a multi-lap thing. I love this game so much. I love this game so much. I love this game so much. Oh yeah, turn on traction control. Yeah, so that way if there's wheel spin, it won't fucking... You won't ever have wheel spin again, so you won't spin out. I've been playing us for absolute fucking fools. Should be able to full speed this, right? Yes. I'm slowly gaining. I'm slowly gaining on him, but not. But even if I did pass him, that lap's not going to count, which is very unfortunate. Just gonna try this then. If I do that, yeah, this gets spin out. Yeah, that's what I don't want to happen. Okay. I think I need to reapproach this. So let's. Oh, okay, maybe not like that. That is I'm getting super shaky on this. All right, let's try this again. I might go back to the Avija, but I want to make this. I want to make this Camaro work. Bro, are you serious? Like that's not right. I'm sorry. This just ain't it. Like that's not like this is not what Forza's about. This is not what this game is about, dude. Like, it should not be about, like, being afraid of every fucking wall in existence. I'm sorry. Like, I should not have to be throwing away hours of my life just because of a fucking wall decides, you know what, you're too shit at this game to exist. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is not what this... Like... That's not what this should be about. Horizon 5 had it a lot better than this. And now I'm just like afraid of this section. This is making me so anxious and so stressed out over this one section. So now I have to spend another 5 minutes before I get to try again. Like, this is not what we're here for, my guy. Like, now I'm gonna PB off of a flag, and then I have to spend another 3 hours before I get another chance. Like, this just ain't it. Like, I got a PB off of this. I spend another 3 hours before I get something else right. Like, it's just so frustrating. Like, I feel hopeless on this. Like, no matter what I do, I'm gonna hit that section. I'm gonna look at a wall funny, and I get flagged, and then I have to spend another 5 minutes driving for nothing. The past several minutes have been for nothing, and the next couple minutes is for nothing. Like, I cannot think of anything more depressing that could happen to me in this game. Like, seriously. That's technically, that's the fastest lap I have right now. All right, now we try again. And another 2 minutes before, or of just driving in a line before we figure out whether or not this works. Whether or not this is going to count. Like, this is... Like, this is awful. Like, if you're going to do that, at least, like, put it near the start. Like, if you're gonna do this, like, at least put the starting line, like, closer to the section so I'm not wasting my time with this shit. Fucking hell, dude. All right. On section number 2. Done. Take this turn. It's fine. Losing a little bit of speed on that, but that's okay. It's a little bit of speed because I thought I was gonna understeer. Getting super shaky there because the uneven ground can sometimes cause some oversteer. No. 9 out of 10 times that I would have hit the wall there and flagged. Okay, now we have a run. Now we have a run. I almost hit the inside there. I think I can just need to let off the gas a little bit. Oh, man. All right. All right, fine. All right, got to spend another 2 minutes driving for nothing before I get to try again. Because of one small miscalculation meant I overshot by 3 feet. This is such bullshit. All right, round we go. Take 4. There we go. Easy 5 skill point. Sorry, easy 10 skill points. There we go. All right. Once again, it is more. I can't do anything right. I'm not allowed to do anything correctly, anything right or incorrectly, it seems, because it seems like no matter what I do, I will find some way to fuck up in that section that will waste 10 minutes of my time. This section has literally caused me, has driven me to tears. It's really just that shit of a section. Rivals has given me so much stress and anxiety from this, just because of those two that small section of corners, and just how sensitive Rivals is in this game. Hi, Magix. Number one, I mean, considering the name of the gamer tag is AI Test, I already went ahead and just recorded it. Also, hi, Kyrie. Yeah, I'm doing a short stream, like a short grinding stream. Then I'm gonna take a break and then come back with Warframe Weeklies when that ticks over. Oh! All right. In the hell shirt tonight. The person who came in chat just before you. And the target time, I'm still leading by 0.3. I'm personally want to get a sub 514. Yeah. Realistically, Magix, you all basically have me beat. If you're willing to drop your standards and your settings, then like you could, you probably rock it to like top 15 or something, I'd reckon. I do not want to go back to the Lotus. As much as I love Lotus, I think this is going to be the same. So areas of improvement. Not doing that. Nice. One meta car. This is the Koenigsegg Gamera. Right now, the meta. There are two cars that are dominating the top of the leaderboards in our class: the Lotus Evija Forza Edition, and the Wuling Sunshine Forza Edition. Both of those are kind of trading blows. Yeah, both those cars are trading blows, and then, but I'm personally am seeing some success in this thing, so I am kind of trying to make this work. We set another record with my horn. I will pay you to not. Because I can't figure out how to disable the horns in Rivals without turning off the ghosts entirely. Actually, I could just turn off the ghosts entirely. Yeah. By the way, I believe Magix, you are now the third person I've pissed off with my Rivals shenanigans. I think the highway slow turn is the best while having a car that can hit it absurd than having better driving lines. Yeah. But it lets car go fast, so you can almost full speed the entire. Is that me behind you, by the way? No. No, this is goes to the person directly in front of me. Or the person right above me in the leaderboards. Ah! When I'll ever get over you and die happy. Which one is that? Oh, okay. The Die Cuckoo. And full speed that area. That's it? That area? Like the one lane parts? I don't think I've met a single ghost that can. I'm gonna be real. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, no, I got a good run. Got a good run. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Pausers. Because my top end is slightly higher. Yeah, I'm tempted to go back to the Avija, but I don't want to. I want to see what times I can put down with what times I can put down with this. Yeah, zero fucking matter. No, is that going aggressive at these speeds? Those would hop like a fucker. It depends. I was getting that same thing. I was getting a similar issue. It was at basically right before the last turn in the lap. But otherwise it's rather trivial to get a clean transition. So this guy has about 2/10 on me, for reference. Oh, look at that. He faltered a little bit, so I just get ever so slightly. No. 5:14.4, which is slightly behind my PB. Because my dead zones were off. Hall of XX, so you set to 0 in the settings. I was still set like a little bit of a dead zone because I don't know what brand controller you have because I also have Hall effect. I have a Hall effect stick. It's a GameSir, and I noticed that if I like on some games, if I set the dead zone to 0, then it'll get like a snapback. So like if I if I flick to the left, it'll flick a left then a right immediately after because it'll pick up the stick rebounding. There we go. There's the word I was looking for, rebounding. The Scuff and Vision. Yeah, I'm on a GameSir T4 Khaled, but I also have like a Vader Pro or like a Vader 7 or Vader 4, a Vader controller. That's like, the name is escaping me. that I have as a backup because I thought this one was dying for some reason. Flag to 513. I also flagged to 513. I want to get a 514, but I think if I'm seeing some tunes for this thing that can hit 300, it's just the grip is just so bad. Yeah, the Rivals flagging I think is like the worst out of the past like 3 games. And there we go. Time's bad. All right, fine. I'm going back to the Lotus. Yeah, well, I can turn at 285 just fine. What's another 15 miles an hour? The problem is I have to baby the car through the city. Once I get on. Think. Yeah, but that Gamera has some all-wheel drive slick tunes that are out accelerating the Lotus. Oh, is this a DLC? I mean, you can just. Oh, is this one a DLC? I forgot. Okay, I'm also seeing the Wuling Sunshine, which I believe is you get through completion. There are no British men here. No, but I do see a Polish one. I see, Doc. Like actually racist to be against them. I mean, technically it's all racist. It's just one is, so you're either punching up or punching down. Is your American right to hate them? Nah. You're not. He used to own you. You never owned us. International is about winning our freedom. The Scottish unofficial land is about how badly they pushed the British. I thought the Scottish unofficial anthem. I thought the Scottish unofficial national anthem was Lizzie's in a Box. Nice English? Thanks, that's my first language, so naturally I'm bad at it. I got a new roach. I positive tested for... I positive tested for I tested for both. I positive tested for COVID. 14 days in quarantine. I positive tested for... This is what it choose like to feel 5 go. Okay, can I... By that magic, please save yourself a little bit of sanity and just drive backwards. Knowing that the first lap doesn't count. It basically doesn't count because you're at a disadvantage. 513.2. Oof. Off on the throttle and went airborne at the end. I think it's just that specific grass section that's a bit wonky. Put my dick in a bag of Doritos, fucking piece of... Ah, gods. I don't know how you're full speed into this, man. Oh, that's how. Oh, God. So if we were made a heat, were to make a heat map. Okay, these weight transfers. I want to get this consistently. See, this is what's pissing me off about Colossus specifically, is the problem section is like right in the middle. So like I have to drive for like 3 minutes before I figure out whether or not I have to drive 3 minutes, or like 2 or 3 minutes before I even figure out whether or not the lap's gonna count. It's... And again, I should probably be practicing that section so I can full speed the... Yeah, probably so I can like full speed the other section as well. When I get to this section, I just get super shaky and forget everything I practiced. Like, it's so bad. Dude, look, if I wind up full speed, I'm just gonna fly right ahead of him. Okay, what was I supposed to do? Let's see, it's this angle right here, man. Like... Great, now I have to practice it another 2 times, and then... That's... Yeah, but it's also costing me, like, attacking, like, hours. Also attacking hours on to my grinding time. Because I have to spend so much time before we even get there. Like... Spend so much time before figuring out whether or not it works. Like... Welcome to the top 25. I literally am in the top 25! I'm 22nd! Improvements come at great costs. I just think it's the track. I think it's the track that's silly. Like, I would much rather... Like, there is... Like, believe me that there are far better tracks that are worth my sanity. But I know you're eventually going to get that 513. So I just want to get a 513 too. We'll just call it. I can find another track to rip her hair out to. That was akin to jerking off. Please don't ever say that again. I do not want that imagery. I I do not want that mental imagery. Okay, load off the gas a little bit. There we go. Oh, I got discombobulated. I got disoriented for a second. I was actually about to run around into that wall. Forza Horizon 6, it's a... Oh, wait. Where's my... Why isn't my... Oh, right. My meme cam doesn't work here. So how we all doing? It was just that one last section, and the rest was free. Lotus go vroom. Fuck that rear fender. I genuinely hope they make the collisions similar to 5. Like, because this is ridiculous. I mean, it's not esoteric. Anyone could go to Rivals and just look at a wall funny and know the pain. I already got Kyrick to know some of the pain. Because he's done some Rivals and has also been pissed off by my times. Okay. I have no idea what I was doing there. So of them you don't have times on, so I'm having to beat other people's times. Yeah. Yes, but Kyrick was going through and doing Rivals times, and when he got to the leaderboards for the tracks that are in the performance classes that I've done, I get a notification. So I'm like, So I decided to beat back a couple of other times until then Aaron, and then like 15 minutes later, I get a message back. Yeah, about 15 minutes later, I get a message back. Kyrie sends me a message saying, "Okay, I get it." So I go beat it. I'm not getting notifications that you're beating my times. I see that you're hot lapping in rivals, which is cool to see. Slowly creeping ahead. Yeah, I let off the gas there. No fucks are given. I let off the gas a little bit, but it didn't break, so. Yeah. I mean, it's probably because the game is newer. And notice that, like, the cars... I noticed that the top times are basically cars that were either given right at the start or cars that are very, very easy to unlock. There are cars that are rather easy to unlock. So it's like the meta is still rapidly developing as more of the top racers get access to more and more cars to start experimenting with more cars. So, and also the fact that like it's an EV means that we get a little bit of a boost because we don't have to worry about gears. So the usual disadvantage that we're at by driving automatic instead of manual or manual clutch. I will say the music here is quite fitting. Okay, I'm gonna lock in, so if I miss chat, that'll be why. Yeah, and then he does that, which is weird. I'm just gonna take outside. I may not get... I think that's still technically a PB. Actually, no. All right, round we go. But yeah, the meta's still developing and still like more people are going in. Like, I would argue probably the S1 or the S2, either S1 or S2 leaderboards are probably going to be a bit more competitive. I think the R class are basically just reserved for people that want something fast to grind credits, because you can just set up a custom like 50 lap race. You can set up like a custom 50 lap race, right? And then just vibe. And turn on auto drive, go get a cup of coffee, and then come back to some credits. Pike Peak Edition. Gods. All right, that is going to be my last attempt. Okay. Well, so much for that. All right. All right. Okay. So I think that's enough for me. I'm gonna shut down stream now. We'll be back in a couple hours. We're gonna put Forza down for a little bit, and then we'll make sure to knock out the Warframe. We'll be back on in a couple hours with Warframe, doing the weekly reset. So. Oh. Well, I definitely see myself doing this more often, but I'm just trying to make this work. So, got a lot of other stuff on my plate right now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hit stop streaming button now. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all tonight. Yes, I know my mouth's still shy. Just forget.